Sea Trail in North Carolina. Today, well, I've been section hiking the Mountain to Sea Trail over the past few years, but it's always been like really small chunks and really sporadically, and most of the time just not enough to actually make a video out of. But I actually have a couple of days off to go backpacking, so I got my pack and I'm going to explore the Linville Gorge. So I'm going to head west into Linville Gorge or along the top of the bridge and go down off the Mountain to Sea Trail to a trail connector, take that back, so making a nice loop, and then I may head a little farther east to hopefully go past Brown Mountain and maybe look for the Brown Mountain lights. So catchphrase, let's go! After a bunch of climbing, I've got my first view of the gorge. Oh my god, so many bright fall colors. Time for a little detour to Table Rock Summit. I decided to take a detour off of the detour to the Devil's Cellar. So, see these cool rocks right here, and then over here, goodness, it just drops off. Can you see it? This is another view. That is awesome. I made it to the peak of Table Rock. Oh, and the view is gorgeous. It is so windy out. The wind chill is, whew. There's a few other people around. Coming up next are the Chimneys. It's cold enough that my lips are starting to freeze up a little. It's hard to pronunciate. Got a little bit of a lemon squeeze going on. Going through here. Ugh. Trying to turn around. And the trail goes like straight steep steps down in between these two rocks. And then I'll go back up a little bit. And that's the ridge I just walked along. It's so loud outside. Actually, it's more quiet at the moment. Let's see if another gust comes. There's one. Oh boy, this is gonna be miserable. I gotta cross the river. It's about, looks pretty shallow. Should be easy enough, but it's about, I think it's like 60 feet across. And I decided not to do the high river route, which would quite a bit out of the way. So I'm gonna change into some water shoes. Okay, the water is cold, but not nearly as cold as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, it's still a good long time to be going across this cold of water, so I'm just trying to hurry. And nope, I'm not wearing pants at the moment, so I didn't want to get my pants or socks or shoes wet because it's cold and it's a little late in the day for them to be drying off. So I will get redressed as soon as I make it to the other side. Crossing the Linville River complete, and I've got my nice warm socks on again. I didn't know they were going to be so warm, but they were. In the meantime, I also use hot hands to try and re-warm up my toes while I finish changing, but I'm all set to continue on. Ooh, just look at that view. gorgeous. Hello, I thought I was going to camp somewhere along the Linville River. Didn't quite make it, but I at least wanted to make it up the other side of the ridge, still following the Mountain to Sea Trail to the Pinnacle, and then turn around and head back down to the Linville River Trail. I made it to the Pinnacle right after dark, so I couldn't record anything. I considered just camping near the Pinnacle because there's a camp spot, and then seeing it in the morning and recording, except it was so windy up there, up on top of a ridge. I just didn't feel safe, and so like made it to the road so I could say I made it to the road, and then turned around and walked back down the mountain to a safer camp spot. Okay, I've just finished taking down my tent. I'm all packed up, but I wanted to show you where I camped last night because the trees are just beautiful right now. All the different colors. So, to the left and straight on are the Mountain to Sea Trail, but since I'm making a loop around the gorge, I'm going to take the Linville River Trail. So it feels almost like cloth. Trying to get water just now, and very last step my foot slipped and completely dunked itself in the water. Like, it's not what I wanted first thing in the morning when it's cold out to dunk my shoe. Oh, I forgot, I finally got new shoes. I'm so excited. Even the ranger was excited for me. I didn't have to say anything. And I just noticed, oh gosh, I'm falling over. Look, it's got like, let's zoom in, little topographic lines. It's so cute. Yeah, my last pair of shoes, I wore out over 1,000 miles. Most people try to put no more than like 500 miles on these. I try to put no less than 1,000. So yep, 1,000, and just because they were so incredibly worn out, I was starting to have feet problems, which means it's time to change shoes. So definitely did that. Feet are feeling so much better now. I kept waiting to go through Daffodil Flats because I heard that it was really pretty, especially in spring, although it's fall. But I kept waiting for it, and somehow I passed it without seeing anything. I thought there would at least be a meadow. No, at least not where my map shows it to be. This part's okay. I still don't see how there'd be a lot of flowers here, but oh well. The trail is getting harder to find. There's no blazes, but I can just barely see a cairn, so I guess I'll head that way. Alright, I heard that there was a bridge out, and now I actually see where it was supposed to be, over the river. I think I can rock up. Made it. Did have to get a little bit wet, took my shoes off, but only got wet up to my ankles. Oh, beautiful gorge. So I've just passed a couple of hunters, which would explain the hunting dogs this morning that I continue to hear for the past several hours, and it's been annoying. Partially because, it ruins the aesthetic of the hike, but also because it scares away all the wildlife, so I'm not going to see anything. But looking at another app that I haven't looked at yet today, I am on Pisgah Game Land, which would have been nice to know beforehand, so I would have worn some orange. I've passed several other hikers and backpackers. No one was wearing orange until I saw the hunter, so I'm not wearing any orange besides, you know, the soles of my shoes, which are not gonna help. So, yep. Okay, last stop on this trip. So I'm not quite in the gorge, and just to the side of it, I'm heading off towards the waterfall, and there's a little bit of following a rope. Okay, my map shows it in a completely different spot, but I don't know if this is it or not. Holy crap, it's impressive. Ready for it? That is just, oh my gosh, gorgeous. It's really hard to get to, but thankfully there was a rope. The ground is pretty slippery. I got another angle. Watch my footing. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, the waterfall on the map, Still Creek Big Waterfall, that is the best view I can see of it. I've walked all the way past it and back. I just can't figure out how to get any closer. It does say there's a side trail. Side trail does not lead to it, so I don't know. Oh well. Yay, just made it back to my car. So that is the end of my trip around the Linville Gorge. See you next time.